What's up, fellow YouTubers? Super Ariana Girl here. Finally, a video about my first crush, Jim Carey. Oh my god, it's... What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. Super Milwaukee boy here. Yes, a video on Jim Carey. Because the way he's been acting, this ain't the Jim Carey we know. Jim Carrey nowadays seems more religious, more like he's trying to find his spiritual side while trying to let everybody know what's going on in Hollywood and what's going on due to like the whole propaganda thing where celebs are being forced into doing things they don't want to do, and just for the fame. They're making them do things that they wouldn't intend on doing, and all in all, just the bullshit and the bull crap that people in Hollywood go through on a daily basis. And he had enough. He's sick of all the so-called Illuminati propaganda that's been going on, and he gave this interview at New York Fashion Week, and he showed up. He dressed up classic Jim Carrey style. He had his nice looking suit. The hair slicked back a little bit. You know how these celebs do it, man. And Jim Carrey sounds off on Icons Week at New York Fashion Week. And here it is, guys, the 2017 New York Fashion Week interview that Jim Carrey had given.
Hey, Jim Carrey. Yes.
And
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time.
I might stop the video in between to give some pointers on what he's doing. Like right now, he circles around the interviewer as if to provoke her. And he does it simply because he can. He's Jim Carrey,
I run in to Jim Carrey.
The whole interview is interesting.
Tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I
am. And right off the bat, he points out that the whole point of the New York Fashion Week is completely meaningless. This is not the Jim Carrey we know. The Jim Carrey would, crack a few interesting jokes and carry on. But he's saying that I wanted to find the most, completely arrogant thing to come to, and here it is. It's completely meaningless.
You got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Look at the interviewer's face.
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe?
Look at the interviewer's face. She's like, "What's going on?" But I think he's trying to touch on a spiritual matter and also a fact of what actually goes on in Hollywood by saying, I don't matter, you don't matter, but there is a fragrance in the air. So what she's doing physically in this world, in this 3D, 4D world that we call life, or whatever you want to call it, she doesn't matter in this world right now. But outside of Hollywood, outside the personal life, outside of, all the fame and fortune, her life really does matter. At some point, before she became this big interviewing icon that she is, she did matter at one point in time before, the association of Hollywood got into her head and drilled it into her head. Because if you notice, as she's talking, she goes on about, well, icons, you're an icon, Jim, you're an icon. And Jim's trying to explain to her that there's no such thing. There's no such thing as icons. We're all the same people, and when all this is over, none of this is really going to matter. That's what Jim's trying to drill into her head. And, you know, her being as brainwashed as she is has to carry on with icons and social matters and Donald Trump and all this bull crap that doesn't make any sense.
Certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others. Artistry, you're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut her down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons.
So he brought back the old, interviewing days back when he was doing filming, and he made the he tormented his sounds, like in the old interviews. Funny Jim Carrey, because it gives him that confidence, to carry on with her what he's really thinking in his inner thoughts, spiritually. It sounds to me like this Jim Carrey, which is not the Jim Carrey we know and love as an actor, is going off on how he really feels, on how he really, what he really wants to say. So, yeah, that's how I think it is. I think this Jim Carrey is trying to let everybody know what's actually going on behind closed curtains in Hollywood, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. And people that are inspired by Jim Carrey will take notes on this. And it's a very good thing because, like I said, man, in the end, this world, when we all die, everything's said and done, everything's over. None of this is going to matter.
I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe
Super Milwaukee boy.
I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And
her face.
I don't care.
But Jim,
this woman is priceless. She got the hair slicked back and the little end going to the side. She's all about her fashion week. But I admire what Jim Carrey's trying to say here. What he's trying to tell her is that this whole propaganda thing is not relevant, and that what really matters is beyond personalities, what we are in our inner self. And celebrities, it's like an old quote that he said, I wish everyone could be famous, so everyone would realize that this life is not really what it intends to be. What everyone sees on TV, they think, oh, celebrities, I wish I was this person, I wish I was that person. They're so, they're doing so good in life. They got the fortune, they got the fame, they got all this. But what he's trying to say is fortune, fame, Hollywood does not make a person happy. What makes a person happy is finding themselves through all of that inspiration, all of that fame, all that fortune. And Super Milwaukee Boy totally agrees. I'm glad I am not a big time celebrity. Hell no. F that. I mean, I don't mind the fortune, but with great fortune comes great fame. So I can't just take care of me and my poor family and without that fame. But I am glad, honestly, I'm glad I'm not a big time Hollywood celebrity. Super Milwaukee Boy is glad just being Super Milwaukee Boy as of right now. I can't do it. I can't have that sense of mind and that always looking over my shoulder temptation thing, because I know what these people go through in Hollywood. It's a lot, man. And with that, all the secret Illuminati type people that try to run these guys' lives, and they get like certain handlers, and it's overwhelming. And I believe what Jim Carrey is trying to let everybody know, like Dave Chappelle was trying to let everybody know, is what's really going down in the dirty dirts of Hollywood. And that's why this is not a bad thing. It's a good thing that he's trying to let everything out. But the bad side is I worry for Jim Carrey, because you and I both know how this ends. Illuminati touches bases on these kind of things, and they don't let this stuff go on too long. Next, it's a thing where Jim Carrey saying now he's trying to express himself, tell everybody about the Illuminati. And then the next thing you know, a year down the road, Jim Carrey dies because of such and such committed suicide, you know. So this leaves me to worry about Jim Carrey, you know. He definitely is one of the greats, man. I loved his movies, and I love him now, and I just worry, man. You know, I hope nothing too bad happens to the guy, but I think he's just expressing his true feelings here on how he really feels about what's going on in Hollywood. But anyways, enough of my babbling. Let's get back to the video.
Up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I
Was that
didn't
an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
No.
There's no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream?
It's just things happening. There are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's the
uplifting.
thing. It's not our world.
That's true?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's the difference.
Okay.
and he ends it with, "We don't matter. This is not our world." Well, to me, guys, he is absolutely right. And he also mentioned herons. We're just herons in the world, which means we are just energy floating around here. All this stuff is going on. Everybody's moving around New York Fashion Week. But all there is stuff happening. None of it really matters at all. And that's what Jim Carrey was trying to express. And he ended the interview with, "Nothing matters, we don't matter. This is not our world." Well, he's right. This was never our world. This is Satan's world, so to speak, with all the crime and all the greed and the stuff that's going on around this world. This world is run by Satan, and you have to look past Satan and actually find yourself, which is what Jim Carrey is trying to express. He's trying to express himself, and he's trying to make people understand that you have to look past all this bad stuff. You have to look past the greed. You're always going to have demons around you. You're always going to have that. People are going to tell you this. People are going to drag you this way. It's like people pulling your hands. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to follow the guy which is on your right side? Or are you going to go with those Satanist people on your left side? Now, I don't know about you, but Super Milwaukee Boy is always going to listen to his right side. He's always going to listen to the godlike people who want. How can I put this? He's always going to listen to the godlike people so Super Milwaukee Boy can live a carefree life. And I think with Jim Carrey, he is just, you know, at the point of his career where he had the fame, he has the money, he had the fortune, he's got fortune, he's got everything he wants, but that happiness is still just not there. And what he's trying to say is, in this life, you'll never find true happiness. It's never enough. He climbed the mountaintop, and that's it. It's just never enough. Nothing else is there. He's over the hill like this, looking down. And the happiness is still not, he's just not there. Nothing really matters in the end. And I think he can inspire a lot of people, you know, with this type of new style of Jim Carrey that we're seeing here. Because a lot of people need that good inspiration out there, and a lot of people need to actually know the truth, you know. And Jim Carrey is trying to get it out there, what's actually going down, and I admire that, and I respect Jim Carrey for that. And I like this interview because what really trips me out is the way the interviewer goes on and she's feeding Jim Carrey all this bull crap about, well, icons, you're an icon, Jim Carrey, you're one themselves, look at all these icons around you. And Jim Carrey's like, you know, this none of this matters, you know. And it's the truth. It's the truth, guys, dead truth. None of this. The dead end job I'm working now, when I'm 6 feet under or ashes or anything, none of this crap's gonna matter. This life is only temporary. Our afterlife is an eternity. Just think about that. Let Super Milwaukee Boy ease his mind and give you guys something to think about. And that's why when I end the video out saying, you know, my brothers and sisters. I love you all. You know, I got mad love for you. I mean that in a brother and sisterly kind of way, because in the end, we're all the same people spiritually. You know, we do the same things here in our flesh body, you know, our humanly body, but we aren't going to have that in the next eternity life. So you guys make your own decisions. You guys know what's right. You guys know your rights, your wrongs, this, that. You guys know it all already. Super Milwaukee Boy don't have to share it with you. But guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this one. I'm going to stop rambling on and get on out of here. Super Milwaukee Boy zooming on out of here, guys. And did you like my Ariana Grande mask? I'll wear another one. I bought 2 of them off eBay. And I thought that was pretty cool, you know. All right. But anyways, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Let them know Super Milwaukee Boy's coming out. He's flying out full force, hands completely, you know, untied. He's your superhero. And guys, I love you to death. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.